Hi, my name is David P. Shapiro. I'm the owner and managing partner of the law office of David P. Shapiro, located in San Diego, California, where my firm helps good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. And in this video, I want to talk to you about the fourth of a four-part video series we've recently done about, some signs of a good law firm and some signs of a bad law firm. And, we talked about a law firm's intake, how they're screening the cases, the case evaluation process when you're meeting with an attorney or another representative from the firm, right? Sort of like the interview process. You're interviewing them, they're interviewing you. And what, if any, changes or what, if any, consistencies you're seeing after you become the firm's client from what you might have been promised before or what you were sold on before. Are they still holding up their end of the bargain, right? It's a law firm. Fourth and finally, it's how that attorney and how that law firm's representing you in court and some things to look for. Okay? A lot of attorneys, listen, admittedly, my firm has been guilty of this over the years too, where you put, we're an aggressive criminal defense law firm, right? Because someone, 40 years ago in legal marketing decided that's a good term and that's what people like to hear, right? And listen, there's something to be said for that. To be able to be aggressive and aggressively defend your client, aggressively defend our client's rights. And we are at the front of the line when it comes to that. But be mindful of law firms and attorneys that talk about how aggressive they are, but if they don't know what they're doing, that's what I like to call being blindly aggressive. So you take this tough guy stance, whether it's behind a computer screen, behind a keyboard, on the other end of the phone, with a prosecutor or with a court or with, an opposing counsel, that type of stuff, right? Or the other side, but you really might not have stuff to back it up, right? And aside from making a fool out of yourself as a lawyer, most importantly, what we're doing, those of us who act like this, we're hurting our clients. So be mindful of that. Make sure that the law firm you hire and the law firm you're interviewing and the attorney that's going to be representing you, if they start spouting off about how aggressive they are, make sure they had the experience to understand the times to be aggressive. We're never going to be passive. We're never going to, let anyone walk over us, and we're sure as hell not going to let anyone walk over our clients. But this idea that, we're going to be aggressive, you have to know what that means. It's not just a talking point. There's too much at stake in a criminal court case to make it a talking point. You deserve better than that. So keep that in mind. You also want to be mindful of what your law firm and what your attorney's experience is, right? Because there are so many law firms that could talk about, combined 7,000 years of experience, combined 40 years of experience. Okay, that's great, right? That's a big number. That's a good marketing tactic. But let's peel that back a little bit. Experience doing what? Experience doing criminal cases? Experience doing 100% exclusively criminal defense cases? Experience doing 100% exclusively criminal defense cases in San Diego County? And experience having fantastic results for their clients exclusively handling criminal defense cases in San Diego County. Because, you could be an attorney for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, but if you're not good, all you got is experience not being very good. You know what I mean? You look at, for an example, we're here in San Diego. Fernando Tatis Jr. is probably one of the best, if not the best players in Major League Baseball. He's in his early 20s. He's been in the league 1 year. Would you rather have someone with 20 years experience who's a journeyman shortstop, whose career average is 220? Or would you rather have someone with less experience in years, but with quality experience? With being the first shortstop to hit, whatever it is, 20 home runs and 100 RBIs or 30 stolen bases, whatever it is, within his first 100 games, right? What you want are attorneys who are experienced in years, yes, but more importantly, in quality of experience, in the type of case you have, right? So, if you have a petty theft, yeah, it's great that a firm like ours, has experience trying homicide and murder cases. But what does that really mean for your case in petty theft, right? The same reason, on the same logic is, you may have the greatest attorney in the world from Los Angeles, But your case may be one in San Diego where it's really important that you have a local attorney that knows the players, that knows the court, that knows the prosecutors, that knows how certain things need to get done to protect their client and to get their client the best possible outcome. And finally, what you want is you want to make sure the law firm you hire has a positive reputation and has earned the respect of prosecutors and judges. So you want to ask around. You want to look, hey, is this someone that's involved in our community? Is this a law firm that's widely reviewed and recognized for their work by peer-reviewed awards? A lot of law firms could, pay to play, right? First 300 people that mail their check in are all of a sudden in the top 100 under 36 years old or whatever the case may be. Well, you judge for yourself whether or not those awards are legit and whether or not they're on the same footing as something like super lawyers, something like being AV rated by Martindale-Hubbell, something like getting awards and recognition from your local bar association or your local criminal defense bar association. All those things matter. All those things should be things you should be looking for and things you should stay away from, the bad stuff, in your quest to find the appropriate attorney, the appropriate law firm to represent you at this time when so much is at stake. So if you have any questions about that process or about your case specifically, please give my firm a call at 619-295-3555.